What's up guys, Paul Salmon here. Well, if you haven't heard yet, the R66 is getting a new tail, and that's coming up next.
Remember, don't drink and fly. And if you do drink and fly, it needs to be water.
I'll do my best.
He's a little tight back here. There's just enough room.
Are you gonna run into that tree or no?
Yeah, I think we're okay. All right, well, that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
All right, you have the aircraft.
So earlier this month, Robinson announced that the R66 had received FAA approval for a modification to the Empennage. We're going to talk more about that specific modification here in just a minute, but I got a little teaser for you. It's coming to the R22 and the R44 both, but would you guys like to see what an R44 looks like with the modification done to it? Nobody has this footage. The reason that I have this footage is because I shot the footage myself about 2 years ago when I was out at the Robinson factory, and they were testing the R44, and I'll show you what that looks like. So I had shot that footage back in early November 2021, but I kept it a secret and I just kept it under wraps. I figured it's somewhat of a trade secret and I didn't want to announce it, you know. But now since the horse is out of the barn, the cat's out of the bag, whatever, they've made the announcement it's coming to the R66 and in the not too distant future to the R22 and the R44. So I had the distinct pleasure of getting to fly the R66s relatively early on. Soon after they started with customer deliveries. One of my students actually bought one and had just a heck of a bunch of fun flying the R66 around. I did notice, and I really thought it was kind of my imagination, but at cruise flight, whenever you would get into a significant downdraft, or if you were possibly to push forward even a teeny bit on the stick during a descent or whatever, I did notice that it seemed, and again, I don't know if this was my imagination, I thought it was at the time, that there was just a teeny bit of a right roll induced. And as time went on, as I flew the aircraft more, I sort of noticed it a bit more. So I think that this change is probably going to have a definite impact on the stability of the aircraft at high-speed flight, and that's what they're saying. At high-speed flight, this is going to have a more stabilizing effect. Now, they are absolutely adamant that this is not changing the flight envelope of the aircraft. You still got to do all the right things. Don't unload the rotor. When you get into significant turbulence, slow it down as you would if you have to with any helicopter. Okay, so here's the $64,000 question. Retrofit. Okay, so if you got the current configuration and when this is finally approved for 22, 44, 66, all of those, you know, is it when you, I'm assuming that at the time you rebuild the aircraft that they're all going to go to the new style tail. But how about if you got one that's damaged? Let's say that, you know, the R22, R44, 60, whatever, has been approved, but you've got damage to the tail boom. If you got the old style, can you retrofit it at that point? I don't know. We'll see. I would think you could, but you know, that remains to be seen. So. Okay guys, well I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Now be sure and keep that secret footage to yourself. There's only about you and about 100 million other people now that have seen the R44 modification footage. So, alright, again, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next video.
That looks pretty cool. He's waving at you there, Paige. Gotta wave at him. That's pretty cool.
You're blowing his stuff away.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, brother. Didn't mean to. It's a frickin' airboat. He'd be used to it.